Mercy.
Okay, bro. Sheesh. Remember, 5 versus and guy Good Kid, Mad City versus Damn. Kendrick's best album is Good Kid, Mad City, no question, and then it's probably Section 80 in my opinion, and then it's Pimp a Butterfly, and then it's Damn. But those first 3 albums I said are on like are very close to each other.
Very cool.
Winston's like a lot. Like that is splitting hairs. It's personal preference, I think. Dude, what are you doing? What are you looking at?
Good to you.
First, I'm not gonna right click to the pack because she can see me right there. Every time I see Big Rish, I'm reminded of Biggest Riggers.
Only Mercy. Trace on me.
There's no recall. There's no heal. First one. Got him. I'm low spot.
Take out Max. Thank you.
I'm not playing really good in the game. I'm actually one of the best WoW players who ever lived. I'm actually. Oh my god, chat! Is it time? They have a Pharah. It's time.
I can listen to.
Where is the Pharah? She's dead.
Pressing.
Missing up.
That has not gone well. I still got it though. Did he really primal just to get me here? Is he trolling his brains out? Wait, what are you doing? Busy work that pay you the privilege of doing. So can like someone who's never actually played WoW. They're talking about RuneScape. RuneScape is busy work. WoW actually takes skill to play on like RuneScape. At least to perform at the highest level. Endgame rating in WoW is pretty, like, it's very, very hard. I don't think there's any game in terms of PvE that compares, I think.
Nice.
No one.
Bossing really hard on RuneScape.
1.2.
No! The only thing that's hard in RuneScape is the Inferno. Everything else is a joke.
Jump.
But if you unironically think that OSRS PvE is harder than WoW PvE, then I'm sorry, man. But
What do I do?
each to their own, bro. But just know that you're beyond delusional. It's not even close.
I don't know.
It's not. First things first. OSRS. A lot of it's just solo, right? Which makes it easier by default because you only have 1 person rather than 20. But like endgame mythic rating in WoW is like unbelievably difficult, especially if you're like world first racing. Fuck me. Imagine being this dog shit and getting this lucky a reward.
You have mine?
Nice.
Destiny 2 PvE is trivial though. Destiny 2 PvE. I played Destiny 2 PvE. It's a joke how easy it is. I mean, you look, the raids in Destiny get beaten within like 6 hours.
Good job.
Bruh?
We can unfurrow if you want. Oh, they're McCree now.
I'll play so good pressure 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 5 really fast.
No sticky.
You can just content wheel first. That's true, but if you're good enough, you just get in one of those guilds. And there's only 2 guilds, not 3.
They're going left, they're going left.
Monkey might be.
Enemy.
Nice kill.
Nice, you got Mercy. Nice hit.
What the fuck is shitting on my ass?
No flash. Good.
They saw a big health pack. They saw coming now. They saw one.
Monkey point, monkey point.
Damn. Damn.
Milsim.
No.
Milsim point.
Damn.
First one.
Damn.
I'm on Milsim point,
Damn.
guys. No foul.
Damn.
Monkey's zoning
Going
me.
for the Milsim.
Sorry.
C9!
Nice grip.
Nice.
Got a job to time to play with. That's fair enough, man. Fair enough. If you don't have the time to put into WoW, that's fine.
Score 1-1.
But calling endgame PvE in WoW easier than easier than OSRS, like bruh. The only one challenging thing about RuneScape PvE is the Inferno. That's it. What else is even hard in that game? Like Chambers of Xeric and Theater of Blood are like not that hard, and especially not even close compared to like how like Mythic rating is. Sink 150 hours into WoW and make it endgame. Oh, you have to sink more than 150 hours in. But yeah, I mean it is the game. WoW is a game that's terrible until what the fuck? WoW is a game that's terrible until you get to the end game. Then the game's fucking amazing because the rating in WoW is really good and Mythic Plus is really good as well. I think.
No way.
Free main still.
Oh my god.
It's not even amazing for 2 guilds because the thing is that I think that the progression curve is really good. Because let's say for every single different level of player of raiding,
I agree. Especially against the team.
Oh, then game behind one.
at every single level of game,
We need to put
They say, and they say,
oh my god, what am I
and they
saying?
say.
For every level of player,
Push main,
is
then
very
I'll
good. For WoW,
bubble.
that's why they're losing ground at FFZ. Mythic Plus is better as well, but like FF, like Final Fantasy is an MMO for casuals. It's a much better casual game. The story's better. Like people say, the graphics are better, and the casual progression system is better. It's just that the rating is like the rating in Final Fantasy is like trivial compared to WoW though.
Yeah.
But yeah, like if you're, let's say you're like a really new player with your friends playing, and you want to raid, then go do normal.
This is low big
Raiding is still good. Normal raiding is still going to be challenging for new players. And then okay, maybe you're slightly better. Maybe you're slightly better than maybe you're like slightly better than your average player. You know, you want to get into heroic raiding, maybe you want to get into low tier mythic raiding. Then you want to push more seriously. I want to get cutting edge. There's all these different goals, which is good. Ultimate raids are harder than anything in WoW. That's literally just like objectively wrong, by the way. Again, same thing. The players in WoW are better on. How on is that even close to hitting me? By the way.
Still holding. Going with mines. All of them. All of them.
So WoW's been around for much longer than Final Fantasy, and has in general better players because it's been around longer and it's generally taken more seriously at the higher level content, right? That's just. What are you doing?
Wanna fade. All side.
Dude, that would be slick if I hit that though. And the Final Fantasy raids on when they get released get beat within like 15 hours. Okay, the WoW raids get beaten a lot of the time, not even within a week. Sorry, like sometimes they get beat in like a week, in like 8 days, 9 days. Like it's not. Like I'm not saying that the Final Fantasy raids are easy,
I'm gonna help.
but compared to the WoW raids, it's easy. It's definitely easier. There's just no question about it. It's just not. Like, it's not a knock on the game. It's just true.
Close rally.
Difficulty modifiers for raids are boring as fuck. I disagree. I think they're very, very good. I think that the difficulty modifiers in WoW raids are really a good idea.
Okay, I'm going with mines.
Didn't care.
Just get the nano and then once it's high new nano. Okay, give me nano, 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 give me nano.
Chris on me.
He was trolling on point.
Yeah, rally.
He saw me! During middle cards after you WoW raids are easy and FFZ are delusional. Of course they are.
This is behind.
It's not that. It's not again. It's not that. It's not that Final Fantasy raids are easy. I'm not saying that. It's just that WoW raids are way harder at the mythic level.
And they say super.
Don't chase.
And it's, I'm sorry, it's just true. Like if that hurts your feelings, or whatever, then go for it, man. But the reason why Final Fantasies, people prefer Final Fantasies, not because the raids are better. That's why it's not taken seriously at the really highest level.
Stun him, bro. What?
The same way that WoW is. Like World First Racing in FFZ is not really like that big a deal
Okay, I don't know.
compared to what it is in WoW.
That's fine. We almost came back.
Even Destiny 2 raids are harder than WoW raid. Destiny 2 raids are beyond trivial. Like I played Destiny 2 raid. We did what was it called?
I don't think
Fuck, what was it called? It was like there was like a Hive raid just before.
I don't know.
Was it Crown of Sorrows? I think it was. Crown of Sorrows, I think is what it was.
Doomfist.
I did that on the first day.
I can go soon.
I did it on the first day that it came out with a bunch of my friends, and we almost killed it.
I'll go behind.
Do you understand? If I tried to do Mythic Sanctum of Domination on the first day it came out with my friends,
Do you play?
we wouldn't even kill Taragru.
No.
It would be no chance in hell that we even kill the fucking trash up to Taragru. Worst raid? Every raid though is like, well, it doesn't matter though. The difficulty of the raid is the point. None of the Destiny raids are particularly difficult.
I'm going main. Look at
Because
me.
of gearing? Yeah, but that adds a layer of difficulty. But it's the same in Destiny. The gearing is bad. But here's the thing. Even with really good gear, even being over geared
Right side.
Going.
on a WoW raid doesn't even close to mean you're gonna kill the boss. Like we were over geared for council with my raid with decent players, not great,
Careful.
not bad. I think we had 0% chance to kill that boss.
Not hold close. I'll just
Yeah,
spam.
they've trying.
Do you think it's somewhere requires entire guilds to real professions for leatherworking to
Look
clear?
for symbol or bad build.
Well, that isn't that like a classic raid though? But that's because classic is a joke though. Classic is a meme because classic's not really like proper WoW.
Yeah.
Classic's for OAPs.
Look at the D.Va, look at the D.Va, guys. Rolling. Nice, walk in, walk in, walk in.
Left up. Tryhard. I'm in the fight.
Please, can you die? Please, can I get healed?
Yo, Ryan, what happening? What?
I tell you, I'm not playing this game. I don't play the zero one, bro. I don't know.
WoW is good bad game design. No, WoW has great game design when it comes to raids. The problem with WoW is that the casual player's experience is really bad because there's nothing to do. You do Korthia dailies every day. That's literally the content. You do Torghast once a week, I guess twice a week, and maybe you do the assaults, and then you do Korthia dailies. It's like,
Can we go bite?
you know, you could maybe spend like an hour a day max on WoW as a casual player unless you raid. The game's barren as fuck outside of raiding and Mythic Plus. But on the other hand, raiding and Mythic Plus is fucking excellent.
They want me.
He's flanking.
What? I shielded.
Them on.
Hey, Grip up.
I can kill the Mercy if she goes to the res, which she might do because she's stupid. Okay, she's not stupid.
They don't. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm healed.
Last Wish is the best raid. Last Wish is good. The only problem with Last Wish is that I've never actually done Last Wish properly. Like, I've never killed Riven properly. I just cheese it every time with cluster rockets.
Look at that.
And it's supposed to be a pretty good hit. We did start with D2. Remember Brian and Roll, shitty move, K to good. Hard raid.
How do you want me to play that?
Great.
Sim?
Push to catering to
Do you
casuals.
not want me
Copy
to
pasta.
swing heal?
No, you can get.
Why'd you write copy pasta at the end?
When I said Ryan, I meant enemy Ryan.
Last Wish Riven never got fixed, yep, and it killed it.
Yeah, okay. My bad.
I'm gonna
Because
walk
there's been certain bosses that in WoW that you can cheese, but then they get fixed.
Jungus right.
Like for instance, Mythic KT was a joke of a boss this tier because guilds exploited a bug with a trinket that stopped like Tankad spawning if you died at the right time and B-res with the unwind fate trick.
You can spell yourself and heal. Okay? You don't have to play
Try the
with
fire strike window.
No,
Yeah,
no.
we just need to fire strike window here.
Don't care.
You like the cheese. I mean, D2's the way I think about Destiny 2's PvE is that the difficulty of the raid when all the enemies have like the little red thing saying that they're over leveled is the difficulty of the raid that it should be.
Reset.
Like, what Destiny 2 needs is it needs a hard mode. The raids need a hard mode.
We can do something.
Where let's say your power cap is like 310. Then the monsters are scaled to like 320 or 325.
Okay,
Do I go do some stuff?
Guys coming right side.
Are you joking? The Kreese top is gonna high noon. That's not a real human being.
this game now.
He actually sat top protecting his junk.
I can try.
And the tire was going to stop me. And it still got 2 kills.
Gee.
I touched.
Hold on.
It's actually winnable.
Run.
Kreese still up top.
He's nooning Purpose to Chivon.
Hardest PvP game to get good at. The hardest PvP game to get good at is probably like League of Legends or StarCraft or Quake.
Okay, nice try.
Something like that. Or maybe Overwatch is pretty fucking hard at the highest level if you play DPS. If you don't play DPS, the game's really easy though.